You already a knot. I put switches on Glocks. When I finger fuck the trigger, ain't no ducking the shots. Any mini, mighty mo, chopper clear out your block. Mask up, lurked up. I'ma lay on this block, lay on this block. Niggas be talking all that gangsta shit and run that high when they turn on like
Colin Brown was struck by a stray bullet around 10:30 p.m. Saturday on Interstate 55 near Loughborough Avenue. It happened as he and his family were driving home from one of his hockey games. After Colin was shot, his father continued driving to the area of South 4th and Walnut Streets, where he was met by police and EMS. Emergency responders then rushed Colin to a hospital where he was in critical condition for days.
It is with a heavy heart that I share with you that 16-year-old Colin Brown has died after being shot by a stray bullet on Interstate 55 Saturday night. He died earlier this afternoon. Colin's family has asked that I relay a message to the community about his passing. His family has expressed their deep appreciation for law enforcement, the hockey community, and those who loved Colin.
A probable cause statement revealed that Christopher Taylor and Carl Andrus had gone to downtown St. Louis on the night of November 23rd to purchase cocaine. After the transaction, they returned to Taylor's residence at 5615 Minnesota Avenue, near I-55 and close to the site where Colin Brown was shot. At Taylor's residence, the two distributed the cocaine they had just bought. Investigators also discovered that Jordan had been living at the same address. After distributing the drugs, Andrus left Taylor's residence, armed with a handgun the entire time. Surveillance footage seized by investigators showed a dark Audi parked in front of 5615 Minnesota Avenue shortly before the highway shooting and returning there afterward. Moments before the shooting, the Audi was captured on video following an unidentified male victim onto I-55. According to the victim, he was shot while entering the interstate after leaving a residence on Minnesota Avenue. Investigators recovered over 20 cartridge casings from the scene, both handgun and rifle rounds, indicating multiple shooters. The weapons used were likely fully automatic. A search warrant for Jordan's phone revealed that it had been in the Audi before, during, and after the shooting. Additionally, the Audi's license plate was traced to an address owned by Jordan's relatives. During questioning, Jordan admitted the phone belonged to him and that no one else had been using it, further implicating him. Jason Rivera posted a screenshot on X showing Jordan sitting in the back seat of the Audi with another known shooter and street rapper C4 Murda in a rap video. Tragically, Colin Brown is believed to have been killed by a bullet fired from the Audi, with investigators identifying Garrett Jordan as a suspected shooter. Jordan has been arrested and charged with 6 offenses, including first-degree murder, shooting at from a motor vehicle resulting in death, and 3 counts of armed criminal action. Investigators believe the highway shooting is tied to Jordan's drug trafficking operations. On December 13, multiple suspects were charged with drug distribution and related crimes. The day before, authorities executed a search warrant at 4241 Chippewa Street, where they apprehended Melvin Jenkins, Calvin Owens, and Alexandra Taylor. Jenkins, who owns the property, resides there with Taylor and their 2-year-old child. Police seized approximately 190 grams of narcotics hidden within the walls, which lab tests later confirmed to contain fentanyl and cocaine. Officers also confiscated several firearms and a phone from Owens, which contained text messages regarding the drug sales. Owens admitted to living at the residence and claimed ownership of an assault rifle found under a couch. Investigators have not yet confirmed whether any of the firearms were used in the November 23rd shooting on I-55. The day after the I-55 shooting, while Colin Brown was in the hospital fighting for his life, at least 80 rounds were fired near the Dome at America's Center in downtown St. Louis. The chaotic scene spanned 2 blocks in Columbus Square. The shootout left 2 East St. Louis residents, Damon Lawson, 26, and Darian Abrams, 20, dead. Witnesses described hearing what sounded like a machine gun, and St. Louis Police Chief Robert Tracy confirmed that shots were fired from a vehicle. While some neighbors suspected a home invasion sparked the gunfire, the exact circumstances remain unclear. A week later, a 17-year-old was shot by a man driving a dark sedan in the same Columbus Square area. Police have not released any details about this shooting. However, certain indicators including reports of machine gun fire, a high volume of shots, an uptick in drug activity on Carr Street, and Jordan's known connections to drug trafficking in the area suggest the possibility of Jordan's involvements in these downtown St. Louis shootings. Garrett Jordan's disturbing path of death and destruction has finally culminated in the tragic death of Colin Brown, a 16-year-old CBC hockey player and beloved son of a retired Illinois State Police officer. For years, Jordan's criminal activities were ignored, his escalating violence unchecked. Why did it take the death of a young man like Colin, a child of promise with his whole life ahead of him, for the system to act? Colin Brown's story won't simply fade into the background of St. Louis's violent statistics. Let his name echo not just in grief, but as a call to action. Public safety isn't a privilege, it is a basic right. And until justice is swift, consistent, and thorough, no family, regardless of their profile, will ever truly feel safe.